Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the closing reception for the second annual Black Family Homeschool Educators and Scholars virtual teach-in. Um, During the next 30 minutes, we want to take the time to thank everybody who has participated in making this event a success. Thank you so much for being a part of it. So without further ado, let's get started. So we want to first start with thanking every single one of you for making our teaching a success. Let's give it up for our presenters. We had over 25 homeschooling parents and home educators sharing their Black brilliance to educate the community. So let's give it up. You can snap.
Yay.
And I'm going to name some of those presenters. We had Adira Ashmet Samuel. We had Phyllis Smith Asanyabi. We had Amira Bello. You can give the hand claps or the snaps. We had Shazara Dashiell, Danielle Joy Davis, Yvonne Dennis, Malika Diggs, Jason Edsters, Cheryl Field Smith, Nakonda Frank, Anita Gibson, Lanissa James, Alfrea Riley Moore, Nichelle Nelson, Akil Parker, Stephanie Paisley Henry, Amelia Peace, Ellen Preston, Kendra Price, Arden Santana, Leroy Smith, Laura Smothers, Queen Thais, Zadeka Terrell, Shatrella Washington Hubbard, Jade Weatherington, Dion Willis, Alicia Wright. Let's give it up. Yay!
Yay. Yes.
Over 25 homeschooling, and I spelled homeschooling wrong, and it's all good. Because you know what I meant.
Yes.
Next, let's give it up for our sponsors and our vendors. Yay!
Oh, yes.
We had half dozen Black-owned and or Black-led businesses and brands supporting the Black family homeschooling community. I'd like to give it up to the Baltimore Chamber of Business Chamber of Commerce. Lord have mercy. The Baltimore City Chamber of Commerce, led by William Honolulu. They were our platinum sponsor, which meant that they gave the most money out of all of our sponsors to make sure that this event was a success. An emergency came up because they wanted to facilitate some sessions during the teaching, but they wanted to make sure that I knew that they were going to make some services and classes available to participants, knowing that we're going to have this community still available throughout the year. So I want to give it up to them. I want to give it up to Mariama Books, which published the book Corey's Dream and has an upcoming book, Natural, coming out, led by Coley Aziza, who was actually one of our speakers last year. Give it up for Dramatic Play, led by Kalisha Thorpe, Marva Collins, Academy, Monica. I'm trying to go by memory because these wonderful people, they supported this teaching, which allowed us to actually be able to create on this site and to build this site so that we could have this community. Please, please, please visit their storefronts in the marketplace. In addition to, you'll find brands and businesses by the speakers themselves. All the speakers donated their time to present, with many of them just only promised the opportunity to be able to share their brand and their information with you. So let's give it up for all of our sponsors and our vendors. Yay!
Yay.
Now let's give it up for our participants. That's you all. We had in our community during this week veteran homeschooling parents, as well as newbies who are just coming to learn. Their children may still be in traditional school settings, but they're looking to the fall to begin their homeschooling practice. We had home educators, those who are possibly former teachers, or those who are teaching other children as well as their own children, to researchers. And you all showed up and added to our community. So give it up for yourselves. Yay. Next, we'd like to ask you to please stay connected. As said before, this community is going to remain open and will transform over the year, and we want you to be part of our evolution, our revolution, which is an evolution. We have a lot of things coming up that we're going to be announcing through this group, and we're looking for members who can help be moderators and help with a lot of the programming that we hope to be able to continue through this community. Already we have asked throughout the week for those who are homeschooling mothers to apply to our motherboard, and details on what that is can be found at the link once you click on it. I think the conversation that we had earlier this morning during the check-in that Cheryl and I had, where Phyllis shared some of the concerns about one of the presentations, I think that those things can be avoided or diffused in a way when we have more people involved in the process of reviewing applications and being part of that process. And that, Cheryl and I are doing a lot because we're getting this started, but the hope is to really be inclusive and to have other people involved in this work as well. I can tell you that I did not have the capacity this year that I had last year with being able to do things, because for those who have been in school and that period between you graduating and getting a job, I actually got a job right in the middle of the teaching. But I had a lot of time after I graduated to be able to do things that I didn't really have the capacity to do this year. And so it shouldn't be one person, it should be a lot of people. And we're hoping that the motherboard can really be able to include other people in the planning and execution of a lot of the things that we'd like to see happen in our community. We want you to stay tuned for our book. You've talked to and been in fellowship with some of the chapter authors of our book, and that's coming soon. And this community is going to be the first one that is notified of the date and be offered discounts when the book is available. And so in closing, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for showing up, for being present. For those of you who have these spectacular brands and services and things that you offer, thank you for not just coming to the community to spam and to drop an advertisement and then roll out. Thank you for being present and talking to people, listening to people, showing up to sessions, and sharing your expertise, and often not really, I'm not someone who thinks that you shouldn't ask for something in return. I think that that's natural. I think that's how we sustain ourselves. But a lot of you have chosen to, in addition to maybe marketing your services, but having a certain care and compassion to be present and be in the moment. And I thank every single one of you who chose to do that with the time that you spent during this teaching. We know that mostly everybody is busy. If you're not caring for your children, you're having a job, or you're engaged in so many other things, and you chose to be part of our teaching, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And so before we close out, we'd like to just give an opportunity. If there's something that you would like to ask or say to somebody who was present, we want to provide the space for you to do that before we wish everyone a happy Friday and a great weekend. Just pop, you can jump in, you can start talking.
Just again, I think you ladies did a wonderful job with putting this together, whatever limited resources, and you can't tell. You got it was a great event. The information, the presenters, your curation of it, just very well rounded. This was a wealth of information here. And I'm just looking forward to see how much, growth. There's growth. Like she said, evolution, revolution. Evolution means to return to where we've come from. And we are returning and spreading and just doing all kind of great things. So I've been empowered. I'm a word person, but the numbers people here, like you all brought it home for us. We know we got to, increase our math performance in our community, not even our performance, but our relationship and our lack of fear around it.
Yes.
And I had another comment that's slipping my mind right now, but yeah, today was great. Today just was the curation of this, I think was superb. So
Oh, thank
good
you
stuff.
so much, Arden. And
And
we
I'm a new,
received,
it was my first year. So
oh,
I didn't make
wow.
it last year. Today was my first year. This was my first year at the teaching, but I've
Yeah.
been in the Facebook group, and you know, it's a wealth of information there as well. And I'm glad to see you all I don't know if you're moving away from it, but I like the idea of this private setting, like more of our own. So kudos, 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 kudos.
Thank you,
Bravo.
Arden. Well received. We embrace it and we
Yes.
thank you. Yes. I think Patrina had her hand up, and then I see George next.
I just want to say that this is a very informative event. I really enjoyed it. I've learned a lot. I've been homeschooling for a number of years, but had never really hooked up with the community. I live out here in Southern California, and I don't really know too many Black homeschoolers. So it's nice to basically meet Black homeschoolers from around the country and have an opportunity, perhaps in the future, to get to know people and have more of a community, to be connected with.
Katrina, please join the motherboard. Please, please apply today. We
All
would
right.
love,
Yeah.
we would love to have representation from California,
Mhm.
and with your experience. Hey, baby, I see someone's
Hi.
head. I see somebody's head. Hey, and so we would love to have that experience on the board, and all of yeah. Please join.
I will.
Thank you for your comment.
You're welcome.
Oh,
George,
Rhonda, that was my other comment. Rhonda is in the notes saying that she didn't get to attend many of the sessions, but hopes, you know, she can review on the site. And that was my other
yes.
comment. Like, there's so much. Like, I'm just looking forward to just, you know, snuggle up at night, recapping. There was a session for the men that my husband didn't get to see. So yeah, the way we binge watch Netflix, all over the teaching.
Yeah, I love that. Shoot,
Yeah.
we need to do a commercial with you saying that. I like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Okay. You know where to find me, Khadijah.
I like that.
I love it. I love it. So let's hear from George. George has been representing for the men. Yes.
Oh, yeah, so it was a great time. Also, I've been posting on Twitter all week trying to promote it, and I created a little hashtag, so I'm gonna put it in the chat. Y'all can look it up on Twitter. It's hashtag BFHES virtual teaching. You know,
Oh,
all the tweets I put out. Because one of the things, I don't remember which presenter said it, but they said we got to promote homeschooling. I don't know if it was Akil Parker.
It was. It was.
Yeah, that stuck with me. So I've been trying to promote it on social media.
Mhm.
Well, we appreciate you, George, and you've done way more than just promote it on social media. You've been engaging in every group that you showed up in, and so we appreciate you, and we appreciate the work that you're doing outside of just homeschooling, where you're involved in the community, looking at Blackness within the African diaspora, and educating folks in that respect, and adults as well as children. So we thank you for the work that you're doing, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Awesome. We have some comments in the chat.
Mhm. Khadijah, we
Dr.
can't
Kadia,
hear
you're on
you.
mute.
I'm sorry. I'm happy. I'm hyped. So Amelia Peace every day would go into that group chat and do a synopsis of each session that she participated in. Dr. Phil Smith, neither Dr. Phil Smith nor myself asked her to do that. That's what she took upon herself to do. And and I love that. I loved that. And it just gave such a wonderful continuity and consistency to this event, to have someone do that, because many people that were in the group chat were like, oh, I gotta go check that out, because she would begin giving a synopsis. So Amelia, thank you for that. And I hope everyone checked out her coffee talk that ran today. And so she's asking folks, she's representing yo. She said, anyone in the Midwest, please join our Midwest chat group so we can connect more. That's right. And so I think it was Ari that called me out because I was in the middle. I think it was something my family was like, you didn't do so. I left while I was in the middle of creating the groups. And Ari was like, it's just a group for the West Coast. Where's the Midwest? I guess that's what we got to do. And I was like, no, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm coming back. So now Amelia Peace is saying, please join our Midwest group. And so join her and the crew that's in the Midwest. And we have one for the East Coast, for the South. And did I do the North? I think I may have neglected the North.
Oh my goodness.
You all, I know, I'm sorry, Cheryl. I know that's your my bad. So please, can you all let me know if there's an area that I did not, because I saw some Texans in the Southern group, but if you want me to even create one for the Southwest, let me know. Someone said, point me to the one. I know that's right. Thank you, Adira. This was well organized and executed, sisters Khadija and Cheryl. Black excellence in full display. We love you. Thank you so much for that. Alicia Cohen's, who has shown up and been present. I've seen that her name everywhere, even if her camera was turned off. This week was such a blessing, easily the best virtual conference I have attended in this COVID era, and I have attended many. Thank you for that. We appreciate that. Alicia, it's very informative, inspiring. I am so encouraged and motivated. We are happy to hear that. Ari said, I appreciate the community, the encouragement, the sharing, the love, and the spirit in this space. I love this platform and hope to stay connected with everyone I've met. And I hope to get to know others as well. Y'all gonna make me cry. Yo, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Amaya said, it was amazing to be in community. I don't have homeschool families in my immediate network, so I am so fulfilled by each of you. Oh my goodness. Cheryl, can you take over? Because
oh my gosh. Were you going up or down? Which way were you going?
I was going down. Amaya, yeah.
Okay, so Rhonda McKnight, this is the only session I have attended. I hope to be able to view some of the content on the site. You can absolutely have access. You have access for 11 months. Which way was she going? Am I going?
That's right. I do it. I'm sorry.
I don't know which way you
put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So George got that hashtag. That's right, George. Make up your own hashtag. Forget mine. I had tried some hashtag, but I like yours. BFHES virtual teaching on Twitter. That's right, Baba George.
Somebody has to teach me how to do that on Twitter. I don't know what to do on Twitter.
Girl, it's the number sign. That's called hashtag. You just
I
put some
know
words
that.
after. So
Okay.
that lets folks search for conversations.
Okay.
Someone's Amaya's hyping Akil Parker's session. It was so powerful. Yes, it was. Nakanda Frank, who we love, is thanking Amelia. So it's conversations that are happening in this chat. And Mama Phyllis said we couldn't have done a better job. And that means a lot, Phyllis, because you were with us last year and you have seen that this has really changed from where it was on the Facebook. It was really pre-recorded sessions last year. And that was manageable for us. But we had a lot of feedback from folks just begging us, please, can you stay off Facebook? We're not on Facebook. And just wanted to try something different. Any other things you all would like to say before we close out? You said a lot. And so I thank you. The gratefulness, just the love and care and compassion that you have for each other, that just touches me so deeply. I really just want us to have faith and know that we can do it, that we don't have to aspire to proximity to others in order to be able to get the things done that we want in any area when we look at things economically, socially, and politically. And I always address those three areas because when we think of any ism, racism, any type of ism, we're always looking at the power dynamic and the type of enfranchisement that we have in order to activate and self-determine for ourselves. And this is an example of what self-determination looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get any better than this. Educating yourself. I think of Jade and, you know, Wonder Jade and all the things, just the knowledge and the things that she taught us about economics, collective work and responsibility. Like Jade is like the walking and Nguzu Saba. When you think of Kwanzaa, I'm talking about you, Jade Weatherington. You know, you are Umoja, Ujima, Ujamaa, all of it, all wrapped into one. And you would just, you know, spit in knowledge with, you know, that economics piece is key, because a lot of us will flounder and believe, and this is actually what leads people to believe they can't homeschool, because they look at it purely from an economic standpoint, that it's impossible, and that their economic positioning cannot shift to accommodate the ability to home educate. And what Jade did was inform us that that is in fact a fallacy. And whether you're teaching like Jade, whether you are somehow monetizing what it is that you do naturally in terms of your own strength, you can do this and you can support yourself. And you all are the works in progress that actualize that and exemplify that. And I thank you so much for showing up and be present to demonstrate that to others who are on this journey. Some alone, some in partnership with another person, some with a family, some without. And I just hope everyone feels empowered. And thank you so much for being here.
Yes. Yes.
Yay. All right. So I'm going to close. Bye. Like, I feel bad. Like, should we leave? Do we want to say something else? Do we dance? What do we do? So I'm going to
put some music on, Khadijah.
So look, yeah, go to the playlist. So, that was the one thing I never got a chance to mention. So on the playlist are folks that are within this teaching. So, or connected to homeschooling in some way. That was what the teacher. So, you know, I had to put my own music all up in there. I'm like, I'm not gonna have a damn event and not put my own music. All right.
It's beautiful.
I'm Khadijah Moon. Ben Beta is actually my partner. And there's a song on there that our homeschool actually helped us create. But Mumu Fresh is my Mona Youssef. She's a homeschooling mother. She's on the playlist. Coley Aziza is the owner of Mariana Publishing. She's one of the sponsors of this event. She had 2 songs on the playlist, Black Love and Natural. Tisha Marie is a home educator. So she's not a parent, but she's a teacher, but she also teaches homeschooling children. She was actually my daughter's vocal music coach last year, and she has 2 songs on the playlist. Ben Bate, I think I already said that's my partner. So he's a homeschooling dad. And it's 2 more people on there that homeschool as well. So I wanted to tell you all that at the end, that the playlist was created with homeschoolers in mind. And so with that, I send you to go listen to it and to celebrate, and happy Friday.
And we're not gonna wait until the teach-in. We've already started thinking about things to start within a month. Just like we did last year, we had the tea talks, and so we'll be in touch before, because we have the space, we might as well use it.
That's right. That is right. This is our space, as long as we can afford to keep it, you know. Right. So thank you so much. We will see you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.